This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning. Today going to discuss one of the use cases Snowpark, how to write a data and a Snowflake from your Snowpark data frame. Snowpark is nothing but a developer framework. It's one of the processing framework actually. It allows the developers to interact with Snowflake directly, and then they can build the complex data pipelines using Python. Okay, you can use Python, or you can use Scala, or you can use Java. You can able to interact with your Snowflake by building some complex pipelines. Okay. Yeah, in the previous sessions we have seen how to create data frames, how to read the data frames, and then today's session we're going to see how to write a data into the Snowflake from a Snowpark data frame. Now see, whenever you're writing some data into the table, that is here one class will be there. Okay, the class name is data frame writer. Data frame writer is one of the class. Okay, it's this class providing some methods. This class is having various methods. Okay, class we have methods. This class providing various methods for writing the data from a data frame to the desired destinations. Okay, whenever started writing the data into the Snowflake ecosystems, you have various methods we have. Okay, we're going to see various methods one by one. But what is the class name we have? What is the class
Data
name we
frame
have?
writer.
Data frame writer class. Okay, if you want to read the data, what's the class we have to use? Data frame reader. Data frame reader class. If you want to write the data, you have to use the writer class. And the writer class we have various methods. You can able to write the data into the Snowflake ecosystems. Now, first thing, the step one, everyone knows you want to create data frame using Snowpark. Step one, create a data frame. Okay. Second one is create a data frame writer object. You have to create a data frame writer object. I already said to you, based on the class only you can get an object, right? Satish know this is Java concepts. If you have a class, then you can able to create an object. Okay, I am going to create a data frame writer object because I have a class. I can able to create an object, and then how to create an object. That's another question. ஓகேங்களா, எனக்கு வந்து டேட்டா ஃப்ரேம் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் கிரியேட் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு நான் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா டேட்டா ஃப்ரேம் எனக்கு ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கணும். டேட்டா ஃப்ரேம் டாட் ரைட் நான் யூஸ் பண்ண எப்போ யூஸ் பண்றேனோ அப்போ எனக்கு ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக என்ன ஆகும்? Data frame writer object will be created. I want to just call this data frame dot write. Just I want to call data frame dot write. If I call data frame dot write, what I will get? What I'll get? If I call data frame dot write, what I'll get? What I'll get?
Sir, all the methods in the data frame.
No, if I call data frame write, what I will get?
Objects, sir. Data frame writer object.
Data frame writer object I will get. Okay. Now see, this is how we have to call we have to call this property data frame write property. When you call this property right, data frame writer object will be created. Okay. Now the step 3. What I have to do is in the write mode, I have in the write, I have various modes. Okay, in the write I have having various modes. Various modes. Okay, the modes based on the modes you can able to write the data. Okay, now the fourth step is save as table. If I want to write the data as a table, you have to use one method called save as table method. You can use it. Now I'm going to show the various modes. What are the modes we have? Okay, now the modes is one of the methods. In the modes, the first is going to append. The first is going to be append. For example, in the table you already have 20 records. If you want to insert another 20 records, the total number of records will be 40. 20 plus 20, 40 records will be. That's called append operation. Append is nothing but here, it will insert the records in the last. Now, Sridhar will answer, if the table is already having 100 records, if I try to insert another 50 records, what is the total records I have?
150.
150 records you have. Okay, next one is this append mode. Okay, next one is, see, it's not modes, it's a mode. Next mode is going to be overwrite mode. Now, anyone has to answer, if the table is having 100 records, I'm going to insert another 50 records using overwrite mode. Now, how many records will be there in the table? I'll put a question in a simple way. The table is having 100 records. Just we're going to insert another 50 records with the help of mode called overwrite. Now, how many records will be in the table?
100, sir.
Wrong. Next, anyone?
50, sir.
50 records will be in the table because it's doing the overwrite operation. Overwrite means it's going to delete the previous one and then going to insert the new records. 50 records will be there. That's called overwrite. Arif, without doing overwrite, you are working in the SQL things. The overwrite is nothing but it's going to erase all the data and then going to insert the 50 records. 150 records will be there. Next one is another mode we have. Error if exists. Error if exists. See, this mode we are mostly used. If the table is already exists, we throw the error. For example, that the existing table I have 100 records. I'm trying to insert the new 50 records. What happens? It will check the table. If the already table is present, it will throw error. That is called error if exists. It will throw an exception if the table is already exist. The table is not already exist, it's going to create a new table for you. It won't throw any exceptions. If all tables exist, it is going to throw the exception. Now, the last mode we're going to see, ignore. What is the ignore stands for? Just it's nothing but if all tables already exist, it won't consider. Just it will ignore and then it will insert the records. Okay, that's thing of ignore and error exist. If all tables exist, it will ignore. That's it. Okay, if error exists means if all tables exist, it throw the error, throw the exception. Or it means we erase the old data and try to insert the new one. And then this one is append. Append is nothing but you will insert the records to the last. Okay, like if you are performing some incremental record extracts, then you can do this kind of append operations, and finally you're going to save a table. These are the 4 operations you're going to follow right now. Let's we have a glimpse on the demo session part. Just what I have to do, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to use local mode. Okay, from the local, I'm going to interact with the Snowflake. Now, I created already workspaces in previous session. You can able to see. You can be able to see how to create workspaces. After creating workspaces, we have a project name is Snowpark DataFrames. In that, you can right click and then create a new file. And then you can have some name like write dataframes.py file. It's a Python file. And then we want to import a few of the modules. Can anyone say what are the modules I want to import? These are the basic modules we have to import. Okay. What are the modules? What are the modules we have to import? Anyone?
Sir, import
Import
Snowflake
Snowflake dot Snowpark. Alias name is Snowpark. Next one. From yeah, you have to search the module. You have to search the module. Okay, from Snowflake directory we have Snowpark, and then
import
just you have to import the session. Session is used to establish a connection between the Snowflake. Okay, session is required, and then next one from Snowflake dot Snowpark dot functions. Okay, just import COL. Is that right? See how see it's very easy. Okay, when you're typing the development environment, right? It's very easy for you. It will it having the intelligence feature. It will auto populate the things, methods or classes. It will auto populate. You can able to do. Good. Now you need a connection params. Connection params like it's a kind of dictionary. Just what you have to do, right? I'll take from the previous one. These are the connection params. Okay, just give the connection params. Now you have the account of the Snowflake and the username of Snowflake, password of Snowflake, and role, warehouses, and database name and schema are the optional. It's not required. Okay, these are the optional stuffs. You can provide, or I don't need to provide this thing. But the first three are mandatory one. These are the dictionaries actually. It's having the key and value pairs. Anand, it's a key and value pairs.
Value pass.
Now, good. Now you have to create a session. Okay. Can anyone able to help? I want to create a builder, and then I want to create a session. Okay. Now I can make it a new session equal to. You guys have to say. I want to establish a connection, right, with a Snowflake. What I have to give? Session
Session dot
arif
builder.
session dot builder dot dot configs. In that you have to pass connection params and then dot get or create. Get or create anything, but if already some connection is established, we can get the connection. If the connection is not established, we can create a connection. நீங்க get or create யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், create யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். கிரியேட் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பட் கிரியேட் வந்து கிரியேட் மட்டும் தான் பண்ணணும். ஆல்ரெடி கனெக்ஷன் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் இருந்தா கெட் பண்ணாது. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? கெட் ஆர் கிரியேட் யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க. குட். Now next one. Already we created the established connection using a builder object. We given all the configurations and then get a create. I am creating the session that will going to establish the connection with my Snowflake. Now just to going to create one more data frame. Now just going to keep df data frame underscore department equal to the session is already right. New session dot table. I'm going to read from the table, right? Table. You want to provide table name, just put double quotes. Just put the database name. What database name? HRDB. What schema name? Schema name, Anand? Schema name.
HR schema.
HR schema. I'm asking Anand.
Sir, HR schema, sir.
HR schema. Dot. I need a table name. Just go to Snowflake. Okay, just go to Snowflake and then go here. Something you can open. And then HR schema. Tables. And then you can see departments, right? Departments. Just have the departments here. Okay. Departments. Now what you have to do, just you want to see some count, you can able to see the count. Count is one of the action actually. Dot, I want to see the count. Sorry, don't make in the caps. It's a case sensitive. Okay, just you have to follow data frame underscore department. Find the count. Count is one of the action. Okay, just run it. It's running. You can see in the terminal window. It's still running. Now the record count is I think you're not able to see, right? Record count is
27 sir.
27. Otherwise, if you're not able to understand, just put the field and then you can write here like this. The record count is okay. Just you can do one thing. Just use format, and then you can put one more braces, and then you can use some placeholders. In the placeholders, the value will be substituted. I think I missed some brackets. Let's see. Yeah. I think yeah, additional bracket is yeah. No, this bracket is only okay. Yes, put the position as 0. Yeah, you can put the position 0. Okay, if you have multiple placeholders, you can give the position. I have only one value. Now just run it. It's going to give the cut count for you. It's going to give the record count for you. Why it's giving 0 for me? I think 1 minute, guys. Df dot employee finding count. The record count is 0. 1 minute, guys. Yeah. Now you can see the record count is 27. Okay. Just I'm getting the count and then substituting the placeholders. 0 means 0th position. Okay. Now good. Everything is good. Now our requirement is not finding count. Just you want to write into your table. Okay. Now what is the thing I want to do? We have one data frame writer class. I want to call one of the property data frame dot write. It's going to create a data frame writer object. Okay, then we'll try to save in a table. Now good. What we can do? We created we are getting the information from the departments table. Yeah, just we will do one thing. We will do some filter operation. Just like I going to filter first. I will do these are the department tables. Department ID, department name. Okay, just I going to filter the department. Get a data frame like this. df underscore department, and then just you can use filter to filter the values. Filter, yeah, and then what you can do, just you can use a column reference in the double quotes. You can put column name, put the department name, just filter it, put double equal to, and then you can supply the value. You can put some values like marketing or purchasing. You can put this values are going to filter. Okay, now if you want to find the count, you can find the count. Okay, just do one thing, use a print statement, put this data frame and find the count is one of the action. Just run it. Now you guys have to say how many records is coming after filtering. How many records is coming?
1 record, sir.
Only one record. Okay, you have only one record after filtering. Okay, if you want to see the one records, what I do? I want to see that one record. What is the action I have to use? So it's a data frame.
Show.
Dot show you have to use. Anand, we have to use the show action.
Yes, sir.
It's still running. Yeah, now you can see the records. This is the records. Department is 30. Purchasing. Manager ID 114. Location ID is 1700. Guys, I'm saying to you, note down these values. We want to see in a table. Okay, the same record should exist in a table because we're going to do the write operation. Just remove this thing. Good. Now, if I want to create a data frame writer object, what I have to do? It's very simple. It's very simple, guys. You have to call the data frame dot write. You have to use. Okay. Now I'm not going to write as it is. I need only department ID, department name, location ID. This is my requirement. Manager ID is not required for me. Manager ID is not required for me. Okay. Now you can do it in two ways. df filter, and then I'm going to select. I'm creating a variable now equal to df filter dot department. Okay, now I can use drop. Okay, because I want to remove this column, I can use drop. Okay, now if you want to remove the null values, you can use drop in. If you want to remove the duplicates, you can use drop duplicates. Okay, these are the various methods available. As of now, I'm going to use drop. Which column I have to drop? Which column I have to drop? Out of
Manager
this
ID.
four column, manager ID. Just use a column reference and put the manager ID. Now you can do in this way. Okay, you can do in this way, and then you can use able to see the using show. You can able to see it's one of the action because Snowpark is lazily evaluated. Lazily evaluated. Now you can able to see it's removed the column. You can do in this way. That's another way is there. What is another way? I already teach you guys. What's another way?
Selecting three
What?
columns.
Yeah, select statement. Select method you have to use. That's it. I don't know who said this answer. It's correct. You have to use the select. You can see there are multiple options are there. Select expression also there. Select expression means you can write some expressions in select statement itself. Okay, you can use some transformation functions here, trim, this kind of things you can use. You can use select expression as well. Okay, just use select and then whichever columns you're looking for, just select the column. I am looking for department ID, department name, and location ID. Okay, you can give the allies as well. If you need allies, you can give the allies name as well for each column. Department ID. Yeah, this is allies, and then one more column if you need means you can put comma, and then department name. You can give one more allies, alias. The pronunciation alias. Okay, good. And then department name. And then you can use one more column reference for third column. And location ID. And keep the allies as alias. LOC ID. LOC ID. That's it. Okay, now everything done. This is another way to filter the records. Okay, you can use drop to drop the columns, or if you want to select some columns, you can be able to select. Now, if you run these things right, definitely you'll get the same results. Department ID, department name, and location ID. Good. Now, the last step is going to write the data. Got it right? As per the alias name, the name is changed for the individual columns. Now, in the meantime, I want to show one more thing. Whatever the statements you're executing, right, that will be executed in Snowflake as a SQL. I want to show this thing in the record section. Just go here and then go to query history. In the query history, whatever the data frames you're running, right, in the backend, it will run as a SQL query. Just click here, you can see. See, I'm filtering department name equal purchasing and then limit equal to 10. Because now you can see I'm running the data frame. Okay, just what I'm doing is I'm putting some filter. That filter will be a change to SQL as where condition. Okay, and then what are the allies name kept, right? Here you can see my allies names: department name ID, department name, location ID is LOC ID. Sorry, department is department name, department ID is department ID, location ID is location ID. Like this, you can see everything running in the SQL layer. Okay, now good. Now come to the last step. Okay, now already have data frame. Just take this data frame, and then I'm going to use one of my property called write. What the write will do, it will call it. If you call this write, it will create a data frame writer object. Data frame writer object. Oh, good. Now, what we can do, we have to choose a mode. The mode. What mode I have to use? What are the various modes we have?
Append, sir. Append, overwrite.
Append, override, and then I
Sir,
took only
update.
two modes, right?
No, sir.
Ignore.
Update. I took only two modes, right? Append and
Ignore.
override.
Ignore. Sir.
Ignore and then. Because you guys are not listening, that's a problem here.
Error on.
Error if exists. Don't say error. Error if exists. If our table is there, it will throw the error. Okay, now I'm going to use the append mode. It's for like inserting in the back. Okay, now good. Now you're going to use save as table. Okay, save as table you have to use, and then what you can do is you can provide a table name. But you're providing table name, be careful, guys. You have to provide the database name, schema name, and table name you have to provide. Just change the table name as it is. Okay, like I'm going to keep like dbt. Okay, dbt like depths. This is the table name. I'm going to write it. Now just run it. Now what happened? It's not throwing any error, okay, because it won't show any results. Now this save as table is going to be one kind of transformation. It's returned the entire data into the table. Now you can go and see. Just go to your projects and then open any worksheets. Okay, now you come here and then you can able to refresh. Can you able to see the table here? Which table name we have loaded here? What is the table name? Anand, what is the table name we have loaded?
Departments.
Departments loaded, right? Departments we are loaded. We are loaded into Snowflake. Is it correct? Departments we are loaded, right?
No, sir.
What is the
DPT,
table we
sir.
have loaded? DPTS.
Yes, sir.
It came right. Now the DPTS, if you click right, we have only three columns: department ID, department name, location ID. If you want to query the table, you can see. Just put the placeholders, place name and editor, and then you can put select star from. Select star from. Just you can see only one records. 30 purchasing 1700. Okay, you can see. If I run for second time, how many records will be in the table? I run for second time. How many records will be in the table?
Sir, 3,400.
I am asking the count of the table. Already I have one record, right? If I run
Two
the
records.
same,
Two records.
huh?
Two records. Two records.
Who said three records? It's a two records. Though it's a append operation. If you just run here, you can see two records. If I run third time, definitely it's going to have three records. That's the append operation. It will append the records one after another. Yeah, it's completed. Now you can able to see three records came in the table. Okay, now the next mode I'm going to show is, what's the next mode?
Override, sir.
Overwrite.
Override. Just override it. Now if I run, how many records in the table? If I run this
One,
Snowpark,
sir.
how only one record will be in the table. Anand and Sujita Priya, what you're doing there, I want to know. I'm asking the question to you guys. You're not answering.
Yes.
If you click on overwrite, sorry, if you are using the modus of overwrite, how many records in the table?
One. One.
One record,
Only
sir.
one record in the table. Still running because it has to delete the previous one. That's why it's taking more time. Okay. Just go here and then hit the query. Now can you able to see only one records? Okay, this is the use of override. If you run second time also, there will be only one record will be there. So how many records will be there now? I ran for second time.
Sir, one record, sir.
One does sir.
I'm asking Sujita Priya this Sandam, I don't know why Sandam is answering. I want to know why Sandam is answering here. If I run override, definitely again I'm going to have only one records. Okay, now next thing is error if exists. Okay, now if I run this Snowpark, how many records will be in the table? If I run this Snowpark, how many records will be in the table?
Sir, one record.
One record. அப்போ எரர் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் கொடுத்தா எனக்கு ஒன் ரெக்கார்டு வரும்ன்றீங்க கரெக்டா? நீங்க சொன்ன ஆன்சர் கரெக்ட். ஒன் ரெக்கார்டு தான் ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கு, அதான் வரப்போகுது. இப்போ எரர் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் கொடுத்தா என்ன ஆகும்?
சார் எரர் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆனா ஜீரோ.
எரர் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆனா அப்படி ஜீரோ ஆகுமா? அப்படிதான் எடுத்துட்டேன் உங்களுக்கு. If the table is exist, it will throw the error. Satish, I don't know what you are doing there. If the table is already exist, it is going to throw the error. But still the table is having already one record. One record will be coming, but the table is already exist. It's going to throw the exception for you. ஏன் சதீஷ் வந்து இந்த நேம் பார்த்து சொல்றீங்க உட்காந்துட்டு? நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு யோசிக்கிறேன் நீங்க.
சாரி.
It's going to throw the error. Okay, now you can able to see like it's going to throw the error. If you see, look at the error, right? We can able to see. Just 1 minute. Yeah, just you can see, right? Error if exist. 1 minute, guys. Error is exist. No, error if exist is not a valid mode. Yeah, it's not a valid save mode. Why it's throwing error like this for me? It has to throw the exception, but it has to give the I think I made a blunder mistake. Error if exist. Error ERRORIF. Error if exist. Mistakes. Okay, I made a blunder mistake. Okay, got it. Error ERROR exist, not exist. I missed the yes. If you run again, right? Error if exist. Okay. Yeah, it's still running. Yeah. Now, what we have got?
Sir, a table already.
Table already exists. Departments DPTS table already exists. Okay, I made a blunder mistake. Error if exist. I missed the yes. Okay, if you are removing this, right, it will say it's not a proper save mode. Okay, now errors exist means all tables exist. It throw the error. But still the table is having only one record. Error if exist என்ன அர்த்தம் அப்படின்னா அந்த டேபிள் ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கு, நான் ரைட் பண்ண மாட்டேன். I won't do any write operation. It will abort the write operation. Anand and Sujita Priya understand if error exists occurred, it will throw the exception. It's already exists. It will stop the write mode. Right? It will stop the write operation. Okay, that is error exists. What's the last one?
Ignores.
What is the last
Ignore.
one? Ignore. Let's see how ignore works. Just run it. Yeah, it's just ignore the, see, if audit table exists, just will ignore. Okay, just go and see the records. Okay, what it will do, if already some table exists, okay, just will try to ignore, and then it won't do anything. Okay, just it's ignoring. It won't throw any exception. That's the 4 modes we have. Okay, like we have seen append, overwrite, and then we have seen ignore. Another one is
Error if
error if exists. Error if exists. Okay, now next requirement we're going to see. I will open here. I want to specify the table name. Specify the table name type. Table name type I have to specify. What are the table name types we have? While writing data into Snowflake from your Snowpark DataFrame. What are table types we have? Table name types. I'm asking table name types. In Snowflake, the first day class I took all these things. What are the table name types we have? Do you remember, guys? Remember? While doing ingestion, I use this table name types frequently. What are table name types we have?
sir, transient table.
Transient, correct. Transient table, temporary table, and then physical table. I took these 3 tables frequently. Okay, these are the table name types. What I'm going to do is I'm going to specify the table name type while writing the data into Snowflake. Okay, now what I'm going to do, just I'm going to choose the table name type. Okay, what I'm going to do is just I'm going to use the append mode in the save as table. Just you can provide, I think it's a table type. What table type you can define? You guys have to say it a transient table or it going to be temp table, or you can use a physical table as well. You guys have to say what table I can use, table type.
Sir, transient.
If you need a temp table, you can put temp. Okay, now it's going to create a temporary table for you. Okay, it's going to create a temporary table. Okay, now if you go and see the Snowflake, right, temp table created. Now if you need some transient table, okay, just make it as transient. Okay, now the transient table will be created. Got it? Yeah, it's still running. Now just go and see your snow site. Refresh. Okay, now I think 1 minute, guys. We are using same name, right? Yeah, we are using same name. That's the issue. So you have to change the name. Just make it _1 and run. Yeah, it's ran. Just go and refresh. Yeah, now you can able to see this departments underscore one is there, right? It's going to be a transient table, and then you can see the statement as well. Create a replace. Create a replace.
Transient table.
Transient table. Okay, now if you go on departments, right? Just click like this, and then go and see the definitions. It's a physical table actually. Okay, good. Like this you can create. Now if you want to see the temp table, right? Temp table is similar like a permanent table. Okay, just do one thing. We made transient, and then you can make temp, and then you can make it as temporary கூட போடலாம் நினைக்கிறேன். ஓகேங்களா, temporary கூட நீங்க மென்ஷன் பண்ணலாம். Tempனு போடலாம், temporary னு போடலாம். Both are same. Okay, just make it underscore 2 and then run it. See, Snowflake ஒரு இது இருக்கு. ஆல்ரெடி பிசிக்கல் டேபிள் மேல நீங்க வந்து டெம்ப் டேபிள் கிரியேட் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு தனியா காட்டாது. ஆக்சுவலா அதே நேம்ல கிரியேட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா காட்டாது. ஓகேங்களா, ஆனா வந்து உள்ள இடனா இருக்கும். That's why for showing the difference I made underscore 2. Refresh கொடுங்க. Department underscore 2 வரலையா? Okay, okay, got it. ஏன் வரல அப்படின்னா come again. டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் 2 வரலன்ற ஏன்னா இது ஒரு டெம்பரரி டேபிள். ஓகேங்களா, செஷன் முடிஞ்சோடனே என்ன ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா என்ன டெம்பரரி டேபிள் நீ ரைட் பண்ணி வைப்பீங்க,
delete ஆயிடும்.
it will be delete ஆயிடும், லாஸ்ட் ஆயிடும். அதுதான் காட்ட மாட்டேங்குது, பிசிக்கல் காட்ட மாட்டேங்குது. ஏன்னா இது டெம்பரரி டேபிள். ஓகேங்களா, நீங்க வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்னா நீங்க அதே நேம்ல வந்து நீங்க பிசிக்கல் டேபிள்லயே ஒரு டெம்பரரி டேபிள் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அங்க டேபிள் பார்க்க முடியாது, பேக் எண்ட்ல இருக்கும். ஒன்ஸ் தி செஷன் ஹஸ் க்ளோஸ்ட் த டெம்ப் டேபிள் வந்து டேட்டா வந்து லாஸ்ட் ஆயிடும், டெம்பரரி டேபிள் டிராப் ஆயிடும். ஓகேங்களா, குட். Temporary table is nothing but intermediate table. If you want to do any transformations, you can use it, and then once session is closed, it will be deleted automatically. Good. Now you know how to use a table type. Temporary table use பண்ணனும், transient table use பண்ணனும், physical table use பண்ணனும் தெரியுது. Okay. Now next use case is going to see how to create a view. How to create a view using Snowpark. From your Snowflake, from your Snowpark, right? From your Snowpark DataFrame using Snowflake. Yeah, this one you're going to see to create a view. என்ன பண்ணலாம் view create பண்றதுக்கு? It's very simple, guys. Just take on the data frame. Okay, you have to use create or replace view. Wait, it's still loading. Create or replace view. Just choose create or replace view. In that you can provide your database name, schema name, as well as view name you can provide. Our database name is HRDB, HR schema, and then give some view name. Okay, now I'm going to give like dbt underscore view. Okay, dbt underscore view. That's it. You can able to create a view. இதுல இன்னொரு ஆபரேஷன் இருக்கு. ஆக்சுவலா வியூ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா I don't want to discuss hoodie tables right now. We'll discuss it later. Hoodie tables. ஓகேங்களா, இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக வந்திருக்கு. ஆக்சுவலாக ஒரு 1.5 year பேக்ல ஹுடி டேபிள் சொல்லிட்டு அது ரொம்ப பாப்புலராக இருக்கு. We'll see the things. You can use Snowflake as a database also. You can use hoodie tables. Just create a view. It's going to be dbt underscore view. Dbt underscore view. It's still running. Yeah, now you go to your Snow site. Just do one thing, guys. Go to your view session. It's a table, right? Just go to your views. You can able to refresh here. Now you can able to see department underscore view. This is how you can able to create the views. Okay, இதுல வந்து நிறைய views இருக்கு, காட்டுறேன் உங்களுக்கு. Just use data frame, create or replace temp view. Temp view na temporary view. இப்போ temporary view என்ன வந்து தெரியுமா, ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா என்ன ஆயிடும்? ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா session is lost, your temporary view will be dropped. Okay, create or replace temporary view என்ன கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஆனா செஷன் முடிஞ்ச உடனே உங்க Snowpark ஸ்டாப் ஆகும், செஷன் முடியுதோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா temporary view வந்து drop ஆயிடும். இதையும் நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, இதையும் நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணணும்? You have to pass your database name, schema name, as well as you can provide your view name. You can provide, that's a temp view actually. That's your temp view. Okay, view பார்த்தாச்சு. என்ன பண்ணலாம்? வியூ பார்த்தாச்சு. டெம்ப் வியூ பண்ணுங்க, ஒன்றும் பெரிய விஷயம் கிடையாது. You can do it. Okay, it's good actually. See, these are all the basic things. Okay, to build a complex serial pipeline, these are the basic things. Once you know all these things, then only you can write in a complex way. Like you can take 20 tables, you can perform a joins between 20 tables, and then you can do aggregations, you can perform the windowing functions, as well as next class I'm going to show the how to write the user event functions. You can able to write the data, you can write the data into the stage as well. Okay, like this you can do all kind of complex transformation in a single layer itself. Okay, I'm going to close session right now.